YouTube. So I waited a long time to do my intro video for this channel because I could never find the perfect setup at home or the time, or I'm getting home late from my full-time job, and I was just like, you know what, we'll just have an intro chat on the way to work and call it good. So welcome to my channel. Excited that you're here. I wanted to give like a little rundown of what you'll probably find on this channel, and there'll be other things sprinkled in as well. But mostly I want to focus on health and wellness because that's really where my passion is. That's what kind of makes me tick each day, is learning more about health and wellness and natural remedies to, you know, everyday issues and very rare issues too. So just as a way of introduction, my name's Abbie. I have a husband of almost 10 years who is part-time in the Army Reserves, and then also works for the Army full-time as a civilian, so dual status with the military. We have two boys, one is 8 and one is 4, and they keep us pretty much as busy as any parent is at this stage of these lives. So our oldest is in baseball and Cub Scouts, and our youngest is in baseball. So we have a lot of fun. Our household can get pretty rowdy, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I am an accountant by trade, so I currently work in the tax industry, but am excited about entering other accounting platforms with my company down the line and learning more. I crave learning and I love change, so I'm excited to continue to grow in my full-time career. And then I've always been into like some sort of network marketing business because I really do believe in a lot of companies, and I think there's a lot of companies that can provide a lot of good out there for others, and an opportunity for moms who can't get out of the house as often to make some extra money as well, or dads. So that's kind of who I am and what I do kind of day to day. I'm starting this channel because earlier this year I was diagnosed with a couple chronic illnesses that I've been battling, and I've worked really hard to kind of get to the bottom of them without taking only one prescription I've had to take, luckily, and we're weaning my system off of it now. But I thought it was important. I'm a big researcher. I do tons of research when I try something or when I see a doctor of some kind, and I thought it would be helpful for others that may be battling what I've been battling if I just created like a safe platform for people to come to learn, to grow. I'll always leave my email address down below so you can email me. You can message me on other social media platforms, which I'll also leave below, but really just a platform for people to learn about what I've been going through, maybe relate because they're going through it. That's what I've learned as I've shared my story on Facebook, is that others have been feeling the same way and didn't know what to do, and they thought it was normal. So a lot of us are in the same situation. But a rundown of kind of what I've been dealing with: in January of this past year, I had finally kind of had enough of feeling like total garbage and finally sought out medical help from a DO. My MD was not helpful for several years straight. I went and seen my MD with no answers of why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and some of my symptoms were just extreme exhaustion. But then I'd be up all night long because I was so tired that I like couldn't rest, and I'd get super anxious because I couldn't accomplish the things I wanted to in life because I was so exhausted. So it was like this reoccurring cycle of hell, really, for someone as type A as me, not to be able to kind of accomplish the goals set forth in front of me. I also had like up and down weight gain, weight loss, gain, loss. I couldn't keep anything steady from that perspective, which was really strange for me because I've always been really consistent in the gym. I do at-home workouts, so in my home gym, and that's always worked really well for me. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't. So it was just this really odd time of life for me where I felt very out of control of my body, and it was the worst feeling. And I had finally had enough, so I had spent money out of my own pocket because my doctor doesn't my current doctor doesn't take insurance, but I'd pay thousands of more dollars to get to the answers that I finally got to. So we did a full panel blood test, and a lot of things were discovered, but the two most important things that were discovered is extreme anemia, which I knew I've always been anemic, but this was a level that after the last several months of trying to normalize it, it wasn't working. My body wasn't absorbing any iron. Malabsorption, I think is what they call it. And so I had to make a decision to start getting IV infusion therapy, iron IV infusion therapy at the hospital. So I did 5 rounds of that, and I'm happy to report that I've been feeling loads better. Still not 100% like myself, but so close that I couldn't be more pleased with how that has gone. Then during that blood test, we also discovered that I had a variant of the MTHFR gene mutation. And the variant that I have specifically is my body can't process out toxins. And I've always been like very sensitive to fragrance and so many other things, but I just thought I was just kind of labeled sensitive my whole life. Like since I was younger, I've been this way. And so I've never really thought anything of it, and it's never come out in any other blood tests that I've done, but it also wasn't tested for, obviously, until now. So I now have to take a higher dose folate supplement to help my body methylate properly. So my body does not methylate properly, and I'll get more into that in another video and talk more in depth about that, but that is another big factor. There was a bunch of other vitamin deficiencies from my body not absorbing anything because my gut health was trashed. So I've also been working through all of that with digestive enzymes and specific like diets that I've been working through and all that stuff. So again, I'll share more on that in later videos. This is just an introduction, and I don't want to bore you too bad with medical stuff right off the bat. But that is kind of the motivator and the driver of why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, because I've worked so hard to learn and grow and understand on how to heal myself and not just mask my problems with some prescriptions, which I could have done, but that wasn't the route I wanted to take, especially since my body does not get rid of toxins. So how's my body going to get rid of the toxic aspect of a prescription if it can't even get rid of like the regular toxins in my body very effectively? So I didn't want to put more toxins in for my body to try to fight through. So that is kind of the backstory on what motivated me to start a YouTube channel and to kind of educate others on non-toxic products that I've switched to, on the dangers of specific toxins, lifestyle, like the lifestyle changes I've made to accommodate the issues that I have without like just being a recluse in my house and never doing anything, because that's not the right answer either from a mental health perspective. And I believe mental health is just as important as physical health. So I'll also be touching on that. I have so many like passions around health and wellness, but I'm also pretty type A, so some things are out of character for my actual personality, so you'll probably pick up on some of those. But that is all I have for this video. I'm going to try to post videos every Sunday for everyone, and then, as the channel grows, I'll probably add, 2 videos a week, hopefully by the beginning of the year. And so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support and the patience everyone's had. I've been trying to get this off the ground for a while, and I finally decided, like, I've already spilled coffee on my shirt this morning. I'm a hot mess a lot of times, but authenticity is kind of the name of the game for me, so why not just film it in my natural habitat of, like, hot mess Mom Express over here. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.